Are you attracted to each other sexually?
Yeah, but our sex...
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you attracted to her sexually?
No.
Ooh, that hurt me.
Mr. and Mrs. Hot Stuff. Hey, you.
I like that title. I'll take it.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
This all mattered to Raymond and I more than people would ever know. He's really stepping into play, even when it comes to the romance. But now I need him to live within this moment that we have here.
I need you to say, I need this. Are you willing to? This is what I'm after. This is where we're going when we walk out of here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you... She said, oh, wow. Raymond, what's one thing you want as you move forward?
Better words.
Better words?
Yeah. It's like positive reinforcement, like encouragement.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel I do that a whole lot.
And you want more?
A lot of times, Raymond, he doesn't do a whole lot.
I
You
just
feel like
want
if
that
he take out the
acknowledgement.
trash, that I should acknowledge that. I'm supposed to take out the trash.
Well, so do we know what that is? Why you want that kind of praise?
No, I don't know.
Okay, can we figure it out?
I know why it is.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Why?
Because he didn't get that type of attention when he was younger because he was locked up at 14.
I did lose my mom while I was in prison. You know, I have that gap of not growing up with her, and then she's gone. And so for the rest of my life, there's people who have came into my life who were mother figures, but it's not my mom.
He doesn't even want me to only love him because of the things that have happened. He don't want pity love. I become like a therapist and a teacher, and I know wives and husbands, they become that at some point. I've been that way this whole time. But if I only give into what he needs, I'll start to lose me. I've had to be the head of my household for a very long time. I was divorced over a decade ago. So with Raymond, when we met, he came into a situation with this person who was like a stickler for stability, and I think that has been a crutch. I'm ready to be taken care of.
Look, when we first get into this relationship, there's a lot of things that I didn't know. And so, because she's strong in that field, I expect her to teach me. And that's why I understood when she gets tired and she doesn't want to be the mother to me. That's fine, I get it. Now she's ready to be the wife. I have to be the person to be ready to be the husband so that I can receive her as my wife.
Wow.
Because I know, to me, that's the goal. The goal is that if I want to make this marriage work, I have to listen. Yeah, sometimes that line can be blurred when it comes to my wife because she is a nurturing woman and I can get caught up in that, but she wants to be treated like my lady, and in order to do that, then I have to step up.
So in the new contract ideas, willing to learn.
And also being patient.
More patient. Where's the patience come in?
Just when there's times that I might slip. Because I don't have it down 100%.
And a compromise on the positive reinforcement. None of that at home stuff you're supposed to do. You don't get praised for taking out the trash.
Oh, no, definitely.
All right, as long as we agree on that.
Moving forward, I want my husband to be more assertive and take charge.
She know who the boss is at the end of the day.
Oh, God.
In the contract, I asked for my wife to, give me a little more appreciation. When you start to feel like you're doing the right thing, you start to develop a little more pride when you're doing them. So that's what it was about.
You articulated that so well, honey.
Thank you.
And then handle it, bruh.
Oh, God, you just said that directly.
Right?
That's it.
We good?
Yeah.
That's the contract. Bam!
That's it. I'm cool.
I love it.
Let me tie my love to you.
We are pretty deep into this retreat, and I am still baffled at the lack of communication between Michael and Rada. I mean, yesterday at the texting exercise, she wasn't interested, she didn't want to do it. Now, I feel like there's time for a come to Jesus moment. Wow, I've been waiting for this. Dun, 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 dun. When you guys decided that the side chick thing was okay as you two got closer, it sounds like there were two different definitions of side chick.
Yes. So my definition is a bitch, but yesterday the girls told me something about Michael choosing side chicks over me. At first it didn't bother me, but then I
went to bed thinking about it. I'm like, that's just so sad to know that my fiance is telling people that if he had a choice of other women
Yeah, they say
or me, he would choose other women. And that's what bothers me.
Freedom is what I chose.
You keep saying that you choosing freedom over Rada is not you choosing another woman. But what it is that you are saying is that you're not choosing her. Sometimes when we're talking about marriage, it's so great to have a third person involved to just kind of help you steer down the path of truth. And that's what I'm here doing. Rada has got to hear Michael's truth. Michael has got to hear and feel where his truth may be hurting Rada's feelings.
It just feels sad.
Why?
Because that means that I'm gonna lose him. Honestly, like, I just wanna know what he wants.
The normal relationship or marriage is like almost like a prison. It is. It's like you in this case, it's just you and your prison partner. You know, and
But if that's how Rada defines love, it's not prison time. Outside of marriage, you probably can give each other that love and freedom. How does it feel when I say that?
I mean, this is the first time I'm hearing everything, honestly.
Were you in denial about what you heard? Because it's really no different now than it was 2 days ago.
I didn't really, process it.
And I think that's even been ongoing for you guys, is that you've gotten into this pattern of you really don't take your time to process it and feel it, and you just plow forward because you guys have great sex. The fact that you're even having this conversation means it may not be time.
maybe it's just best that we get to know each other more. Let's figure this all out before we even jump that broom.
Now we're taking 20 steps back.
Are you really?
Yeah, he just said what he said.
Is it bad to you guys to be discovering this? Because that could be why you're here. Maybe marriage is not the right thing to do.
Fast forward to the end of time. Don't bother.
Sometimes it's really hard for me because I have to be the bearer of the bad news. If we're uncovering in this retreat that marriage is not the best thing for Michael and Rada, I'd rather us figure it out now.
And I won't wait. You were all I needed now.
What's going on, AJ? How you doing?
So I've given most of the couples a day to reflect because it's one thing to hear all the information, it's another thing to absorb it. But I've got to talk to KJ and Claudia because they had the tallest wall. I got to figure out why are they together. They've got so many issues. What's the relationship? So we're 3 days in. How's the retreat been?
It's been fun.
Why'd you kiss her on the cheek? Not on the lips?
I didn't want to mess her lips if they look so perfect.
No, he doesn't like lipstick on him. He never kisses me on the lips. He'll wipe my kiss off right away if I have lipstick on. Just go for it, like passion.
Do you do the same thing when you kiss her vagina?
I know.
I just figured I'd just dive in. Are you romantic?
I'm extremely romantic.
Really?
I just haven't felt like it's something that she likes.
I don't know where you would ever get that from. I'm dying for romance. When have you tried? You tried the first 6 months.
And it disappeared for a reason. Just because,
You agree with that?
Yeah. There are times when I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna give her something special, like the cooking, because that's typically a romantic thing. Most guys don't cook. And if you criticize the food.
I'm going by how you talking to me because you've been so critical with me with a lot of things that I do. If I'm ashy, if I got a whisker, if my eyebrows out of place, he is no problem telling me. So I'm thinking like voodoo honestly is like our thing.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that it works.
Yeah, I see now.
Are you attracted to each other? Sexually?
Yeah, but our sex.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you attracted to her sexually?
No.
Ooh, that hurt me.
I was. Not now.
So why do you stick around?
She's worth the effort, the growth.
You're not physically attracted to me and your main complaint about me is sex, then why are we here?
I think the reason why you guys keep pushing forward is because you've gotten so used to not loving, and you make excuses for it.
I am in love with her.
Do you feel like he's in love with you?
That's the first time I've heard it.
Ever? I hear more friendship than I hear romantic love. But I know you want something different. And I know you want something different. But I don't hear you finding what you want in each other. They admit to me that there's no sexual chemistry. There's no real sexual attraction. At this point, I don't even understand how they're together. Real love is unconditional. And I'm hearing a lot of, well, because he did, because she did. I want you guys to evaluate what this is, because you're hurting each other.
Hi.
Because Ray J and Princess did not attend the Ring of Fire, what I wanted to find out was, once again, we have to decide what we're doing, and it's time to make the decision. Are we divorcing or are we staying together? You had a breakthrough day yesterday.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come check on you.
Thank you.
I can see the communication thing of the get up and walk away. It also feels like there's a level of disrespect that shows up in the communication mutually that has to be fixed. But I don't see or feel like I'm around a couple who is trying to divorce.
Sorry.
Don't ever apologize.
It's like I'm trying to convince myself so much that I don't care. And I literally just realized it, that like I do care, and
I'm so confused.
But you know, hey, how you?
Hey, I gotta go. Hi.
Asked you to join us.
Yeah. I opened the door and boom. AJ's in my suite, man. Talking to Princess.
Hi.
We can have a conversation and see how it goes. Just know I'm not the one.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I know the group thing is not your thing.
It's a little tough. But let me say I'm sorry for the other day. Sorry for leaving you alone. You know.
So the communication issue, it's not gonna be fixed overnight. It may not be fixed here.
But I think it could be fixed overnight. I think it could be. I think it's really simple, because when you get irritated, you know, you kind of just go off the deep end with the names.
Do you feel sometimes her word choice and her tone is disrespectful?
Absolutely.
We don't have sex.
So sad. Why you depressed?
No,
Can't believe that you would say that. Can we have one private moment? I know you don't mean it, but I feel like we both should just, even in the most heated moments, just know that there's like certain things we just shouldn't do or say. That and us just making sure we got each other, whether we having a horrible time and we having the worst argument, is just protect each other and keep it in our own little bubble, and I'm good. That's all I want. I don't want us to keep going down this dark road of disrespect, because it's just like we too good of friends, you know?
You want to share with him the behaviors that you want to see and that and desire?
I would like you to be more consistent, just like coming home at night. I want to be able to go to sleep with you in our bed and wake up with you like normal people.
I want to be in the bed.
That doesn't sound like a man who wants to file for divorce.
No.
He's never said that.
Do you want to get a divorce?
No.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. Wow.
Do you guys want to do the work to build the relationship?
I want to make it work. I want to fight for the family. I came out here because I love you, I love our kids, and I love everything about you.
The fact that Ray J and Princess are even verbalizing they don't want a divorce, I feel is a tiny step in the right direction. But just because you know what you don't want doesn't mean that what you want is clear. So we have to design, what is it that you do want?
Respecting me and me respecting you and having each other's back is like, that's the core to everything. Because then we can trust each other. Once we realize that, everything else will fall into play.
Did you relax? No, I was getting ready for these kind of meetings. But I mean, you know, it's a beautiful retreat kind of thing, so.
It is.
You know what I mean?
We had some fun time at the pool.
Tell me.
We've just been hanging out. You know, this is something that we just really, really needed, you know, to kick back.
Would you say that there's anything new or different now than when you arrived?
Well, I could say for me, the small things. The small things is what mattered to me so much. Those things like, I want you to do this, and I'd prefer if you do that. He goes above and beyond with each thing. Like, he don't just hold the door. He holds the door, takes my hand, and then escorts me in.
Last night, I was like, I'm here holding the door. If you ever want to come through it, let me know.
He's like, yep, I'm just gonna keep holding this door. Holding the door.
You know, what I wanted to do was just go in the car and wait for her in the car, but I said, nah, I don't feel like arguing and going through it. I'm gonna stay in here and hold the door, right? But after a while, a few minutes of holding the door, I had to let her know I'm here. Like, don't take advantage, because I'm here, right here. She knows. She knows. It's not this, she knows. Like, we've been together for a while to know that it's not my thing.
Oh my gosh, the damn door. Like, this always happens. If I'm getting too much attention and he's ready to go, he gets annoyed.
Just be a little considerate, like, yo, I'm here to support you. So, you know, when we saying our goodbyes, let's not turn a 10-minute goodbye into an hour goodbye.
How do you feel about that?
So me, I feel like I would love him to be by my side.
So how big was your career when you were incarcerated?
She have grown since I've been incarcerated.
And you watched it?
Yeah, and I'm proud of her.
I think you talk yourself into feeling like, I'm cool, I'm fine. But your behavior says, I'm not really cool with it all. And right now, what I feel like happens in my observation is you kind of take it out on Yandy, I'm gonna be in the car, can we hurry up and go? As opposed to, let's figure out how we can be in this. But what can't keep moving forward, and I hope you agree, is that Yandy feel unsupported by the #1 fan that makes the difference in the world, and that's you. It can't feel great that you weren't there to participate when you were incarcerated, and that's all I'm saying. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm just saying that.
I think you're absolutely wrong.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. So I came into this meeting thinking that we're supposed to be working on our issue. Now it seems like it's just my issue. It felt like they just double teaming me. I don't know what they trying to accomplish. I'm not feeling this.
You know, there's something that I feel like in Mendeecees where if he builds me up too much, he'll think like I'm too big-headed, and then I'll just feel like I don't want to be with him or I'll leave.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think you're absolutely wrong, and that is not actual facts.
I could get an award from one of the top Black organizations. Let me ask
a simple question.
But it might be like,
I never say
but it might be like, yo, congrats on that. Versus,
yo, what? I don't even talk like that. First of all,
exactly,
I never even talk like that. Dad, you can't humanize me. What are you talking about?
What would be better is if it was.
Yeah, all right, I'm ready for this scene to be over. This getting dumb. For real, we going in circles now, and matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about that no more. This is dumb. No, yeah, this sound dumb. This is dumb. This is super duper dumb.
All right, let's move on to the resolution of the contract.
Cut the scene real quick. Hey y'all, it's your boy Caesar, Black Ink CEO. And if you don't know me, the reason why is you ain't subscribed to VH1 YouTube channel. At the end of the day, you already know that's the #1 channel on YouTube. And if you don't got it, I guess you just watching #2.